Hi guys, welcome to the ISO Builder. The topic of the video is the release article. So, ArcoLinux has monthly releases and we make you a video how to stay rolling and a video what's new. So this is the what's new video, and the how to stay rolling is at the very end. Let's scroll through the article. So this is the video we're gonna make, what is new. And this is how to stay rolling, and you see already there's nothing to do, not really. Moving from an April ISO to a May ISO. At the top, we start with Discord, right? There is a functionality in Discord that mimics some kind of forum, and we're testing it out. So it does not replace our ArcoLinuxForum.com, where you can put all your questions, your technical things, right? And we communicate with you. How about this? Could you look into that? Give us information with a probe, for example. So yes, that's important for us to help you out, and we'll test the forum, the functionality in Discord. So you see here a video about it. Well, what is appreciated is you not wasting our time. That means there is up here a button, that button up here, that says post guidelines. The thing is, we always have to ask again and again, right? What ISO are you on? What desktop do you have, right? What did you change? So many things, always the same question, and it's frankly a waste of time for us. So start off by posting the information that we need. And here it is. Give us as much information as possible. What hardware are you on? Type probe. It's easy, right? Go to terminal, type probe, and you wait for it. You get a URL. What ISO are you on? Type ISO in a terminal. Voila, ISO. So I'm started with, and that's important for us to remember, I started with an ISO of September last year, and then roll update, stay rolling. This is the link that you need to provide in the post on the forum or on Discord. So we know, oh, it's an Nvidia driver again, right? Things like that. NeoFetch can help you. NeoFetch, well, depending on what you selected, because NeoFetch is my thing up here. So NeoFetch is this thing. It can provide more information. There's also an INCSI, which is not mentioned in post guidelines, right? That gives you more, what's happening to my machine, right? Driver, I have an Nvidia machine here. It's working with the Nvidia driver, Nvidia GKMS. And this is the thing I bought. So there is information in here that you can provide us. What application are we talking about? Full name in Pacman or in Yay, Parus or AUR. Are you using your own configs? That's important, right? What did you do to your system? So the question you should ask yourself is, what did I do? Retrace your steps, right? And one of the things you can do is RIP. Rest in peace, right? No. It shows you the last installed packages on my machine. So if something went wrong, so you know exactly when I woke up and when I updated my system. And then the updates come in, then you reboot and you say, nothing wrong, fine, good, happy, right? And otherwise you go investigate what changed to my system, what packages did we give, because 95% is not Arco, it's Arch. So you need to check, okay, what updates came in. All right. So we are glad we're here to help you for free and all that and support you, but please guys, do not waste our time and give us immediately the information that we need. So we can immediately think, okay, why is this happening? What advice shall we give you? Because the project is 6 years old. I mean, all the questions, the facts, right? The frequent asked questions probably gonna be answered on YouTube, ArcoLinux, on our YouTube channel. Probably gonna be in there. And first things first, you go here and stop me, and this is where you search, right? This is where you search XFCE default application that I had to help somebody out a few days ago, right? Check out. It's 396. It still applies. It's like 4 years ago. It still applies. So go and have a look and find out. Here. Never here. Always here. This is our little place on YouTube. This is trillions of videos, right? Okay. So help yourself, because the information is already there. It's online. Search for it first. We've been working very hard, and thanks to new blood, new energy, new time, Fennec is aboard and is spending a lot of time in projects like ArcoLinux Tweak Tool. We have now sliders to the side. So if we have a very small screen, say laptop, right, then some of the buttons were unclickable. So now we can slide to the bottom or slide to the left. So depending on the screen resolution, it works. Furthermore, we can launch also the ArcoLinux Tweak Tool, even if you did not start with SDDM or LightDM. TTY is also possible to launch, not in TTY, right, but a desktop that is launched from TTY will also cope with, well, we can also run ArcoLinux Tweak Tool. It's just a technical thing, how we start ATT these days. Because we want to be able to, yes, use it on Hyperlink and use it on Sway, and that's possible as well. So the ArcoLinux Tweak Tool is possible anywhere, basically, with some sliders. We have the reference to X11. If you're on Hyperlink, it says Wayland. We've also made it compatible for artixlinux.org, and previously it was Big Linux, and so on and so on. This is all Arch. It's Arch with configs. Like Arco is Arch with configs. Right? Just a different view, pitch, decisions, and so on. We've added also the version in here, so if things go wrong with ATT, that's always possible, right? Because it's code, and code is just very strict. Type ATT, Ctrl-Alt-T, ATT, and if you do that, you get the error, and that's what we need, right? The error, what is the error saying, what line is it breaking, and so on. But we do also have now a version in here. And if everything works right, it just launches. Okay. So we got ourselves a version, and provide us with a screenshot if there is an error. But there is a special Discord channel for it, the ATT. All right, so information about the sliders in the video. We've added Sweden. I think I just changed the text a little bit here, but this is new. Extra mirror from Brazil, and we do need your feedback. So if there are listeners, users here that listen to my text here now, to my video, right, we have a Brazil mirror. Go check it out. It's not yet in the mirror list, so we wait for your feedback. If it's any good, we can code it in, because it's a lot of work to code these things in. First, let's test it out, right? So have a look at the mirror list of ArcoLinux etc pacman-d. Eric, go show it. File system, etc pacman-d, right? We have here this one and the pack new. And if you compare, you'll see that there's two lines here: South America, Pimenta Bueno, Brazil, and you can add these guys. And if you put hashtags in front of all of them, then your packages will come from here, right? So if you hashtag them or delete them, just to put a hashtag in front of it, and then you have South America packages. Please try it out. That's that. Hyperlink, yeah, we've been busy on Hyperlink. Guess what, right? We've been busy on Hyperlink. Seems to be the only thing we do these days. We went from a 0.22 to a 0.3 with a week of sorrow and misery, and finally we figured out how the config works, and we've made some more progress to support Nvidia cards. And we need, so the guys, right, who have an Nvidia card, which needs Nvidia DKMS, those are supported automatically. So if you install the ArcoLinux B Hyperland, it knows that you put it up with Nvidia, and only if you have Nvidia DKMS, then it will do some magic and you'll boot up. Same applies for ArcoLinux D, which we'll show later on. With our own little package, but it's interchangeable with any of the other that are online, like 5 other packages. And we'll see that later on here as well. You can switch between Hyperland apps, right? In this video, I'll show you how easy it is to change to an application from the AUR, but we keep our own, right? Our own, we control, the others we don't. The SWAY dev is the same thing, right? So we have interchangeable, so our app and the other app from the AUR can be swapped. And yes, of course, if one can be launched on Nvidia, the other one can as well. So Nvidia TKMS as well for SWAY. And then after making this a success on the ArcoLinux B Hyperland, we said, why don't we do that on ArcoLinux D? And we had to change a lot of things, because this is what we had in the past. And do read this, please. Only for Nvidia cards that use the Nvidia DKMS. Only on real metal, not VirtualBox. Without mixing Hyperland with SWAY. Without mixing X11 with Wayland. We keep saying that in all the videos, but still people mess it up, and then they say, it's not working. Why it's not working, right? Rules. So ArcoLinux D is not for starter in Linux. Then they just probably go back to Mac or Windows, right? So this is what you need to wait for until you really are bits more certain about all the bits and pieces that you need for an operating system. So I've changed completely how Hyperland is created, because this used to be the ISO. This is the ISO now, right? So we have, we split the package, the application and the configuration are apart, but we need to add now, we need to tell them, instead of saying here ArcoLinux Hyperland Git and then dependency 1, dependency 2, dependency 3, dependency 4, got rid of all that, but now we need to add all the applications in here. So you want to have a menu, better install it, etc, etc. So all the things that we need, this is ArcoLinux D, remember, need to be selected or not selected, up to you, but I suggest you just click at the top, but not twice, either SWAY or Hyperland, but not both of them. Don't mix. All right, so that's possible in the ArcoLinux D from now on. The ArcoLinux B, and this is actually a line that is applied for anything ArcoLinux B is going to be perfect. And the D version is not the intention to be perfect. It's not a copy paste of B. Why would we make a copy paste of B, then just use B, right? So the D version is a bare version, a minimal version, a really pick your Lego blocks version. And what you get here is something minimal, like you want to have a menu, maybe a background, a wallpaper, right? And you want to get out of it, and maybe you want to launch a file manager and have a terminal, right? And that's it, the basics. And then the rest is up to you. This D thing is maybe easy to say a Sherlock Holmes thing. You figure out what you need on your operating system. That's ArcoLinux D. So it's not for a starter. It isn't. ArcoLinux B's, go for it. All right. We've updated all of our projects with Calamares, the number 3.3. So we have been waiting for a release for 8 months, and just today there was a release from 3.2.62, I think, right? but we are already on the next one, on the not the sixth one here, but already on the next branch. So all our machines, ALCI, and there's also Carly, that's ArcoLinux, right? We're all on the version 3.3. We've made videos about it, so if you are an ISO builder, if you want to build your ISO, your own distro, it's explained in videos how you should do that. And it's the vision always is a workflow thing, right? If at some point in time there's no more Eric, the videos are there as a workflow, not as a click here, click there thing, but as a how to do things, right? So you can have a look here if you want to know how to migrate from one version to another version. And then we've made Mate, and we've made it a little bit nice, right? So some rising and some stuff, just some fun, and that's great. All right. So we have small updates. Well, you always have to update things, and please tell us, because ArcoLinux will not tell us that if packages do not exist anymore, we should just remove them. So they don't exist on the AOR, they don't exist on Arch. You can put them in Calamares as long as you want, but it will not be installed because it does not exist, right? So that's something we check from time to time. Do the packages in Calamares still exist? But you can always give us a message, say, Eric, that's gone, or renaming or stuff like that. And we've added also a few extras here. Some fonts, some double mentions I see here. Okay. Make it a little bit safer. Hyperland and Sway will not have the choice to install more X11 desktops because mixing is wrong. It's not okay. It's better not to mix X11 and Wayland. So it's the choice is gone. So the mistaken is gone. And then at some point in time, so when he made a tip or a question, I don't know what it was again, but he was using Plasma and wanted to have left WM, and there was some kind of issue, and said, okay, let's make a video, because that's an interesting concept. Why not grab a desktop, GNOME, Cinnamon, XFCE, Plasma, and then choose one of the tiling window managers that you say, that looks nice, and you start learning it. And you stay around 80%, 90% on your real desktop manager, right? And from time to time say, okay, let's venture our way in the tiling window managers and try to get to grips with all these key bindings and keyboard shortcuts, and maybe you'll fall in love with a tiling manager, right? So promoting TWMs, that's the thing. 3 videos about it. This is a question from Telegram. Calamares is great, right? But it has its restrictions. It's programmed by a lot of people and it does a job great. But if you want to have some more complex stuff, we have another project. The project Ariser. It does not use Calamares. It uses scripts. And in a script, you are in control. The question was, can I have an EFI system with systemd boot and ButterFS and encryption, right? So little things that were, some of them could have been possible in Calamares, right? But this was the question. So okay, no problem. You go to the LS scripts, and I've made a video about it, how to do that. OpenBox, thanks to Sam's input, so requests, a merge request in GitHub, with now possibility to drag a full screen window and it will resize itself. And since I was inside OpenBox, I thought let's go back to a dark menu at the top. So the bar at the top used to be first 3 years of the project of ArcoLinux black, then 3 years white, and now it's back on black, right? It's just a color, one of the 60 million colors. But no, we're not gonna choose pink, for example. So black is nice. What is new? Well, I'm telling you what's new. So that's this video, and this is our television that we used to have in our youth. We saw that when there was nothing on. That's the test screen we got. How to stay rolling, done that already. So basically we're at the end of the article. What I can say is the following: the ArcoLinux B hyperlink is completely different than the ArcoLinux B hyperlink that you last time installed. So give it another go, try it again out, and for the more advanced guys you can use the ArcoLinux D ISO and try out hyperlink that way. Alright, all the ISOs, that's important, all the ISOs, 38 of them, you hear the number, 38 ISOs, have been built, have been burned, have been installed, and have been tested on real metal. So give it a go. The release of May contains all of them. Alright, cheers.